What's up, you guys? It's Coach Foley here from Orange Theory Fitness, Northwest Reno. Let's go over the workout you'll see on March 18th and on March 30th, starting with the 2G template. In the 2G template, starting with the treadmills, it is endurance focused. Members are gonna see two 10.5-minute blocks with different approaches. In the first block, you as the coach will be coaching them through some set intervals. It's a little give and take. Push efforts get shorter, whereas base gets longer. Best of both worlds. In the second block, members get to choose their own journey. It is a day where we will track distance, so do have your members hit new interval before they start their first block. Now in that second block, there's some different ways to approach it. Members can choose to find something similar to that first block, their own set intervals. They can do a set it, forget it type pace, something right between that base and push that they were able to hold in block one. They can tap it up per time. They can tap it up per interval. There's only one thing they have to do, and that's to match or beat the distance that they get in that first block. With it being endurance, when you coach them through that first block, set them up for success. Make sure they're saving a little room in the tank. Should be right at that center push, that low end push. And base should be attainable. They should always be able to come back to base. That is key for an endurance day. At the end of both blocks, they will see a 30-second all out. All right, now let's visit the weight floor in that 2G template. Members will also see two 10.5-minute blocks. Power being the focus. In each block, members are gonna have a circuit of 3 different exercises. They're looking for 3 rounds. After that, they'll have 2 exercises that they'll repeat until time is called. Let's go over some of those exercises, starting with that single arm neutral grip thruster with rotation. When you demo, make sure you're using a weight so you're able to find proper form. Set up, feet right outside those hips, palm is facing in. We're going all the way down. We're gonna pivot on the ball of that foot, drive that weight straight up. Some common errors you will see is that weight going further out in front, giving you the opportunity to make some really good hands-on corrections. Option, keep it center, ditch the rotation. We also have return of the alternating tall kneeling squat to jump. Remember, start in that tall kneeling position, utilizing that abdomen mat if they need to. I like to tell members to think of their shoulders staying at the same height as they step those feet forward, squat, add that jump. Option on the daily beat is just a squat jump. If you do want to spice it up, add a little flair. Think ISO squat, out, out, in. Either adding that jump or taking it away. We're also going to see a high pull instead of an upright row. Think more power, a little bit more range of motion. 2 exercises they'll see at the end, some core work. We have that body weight sprinter sit up. We also have a body weight back extension 2-lat pull down. Option for that, members can do less reps. If you have members who are a little bit bigger, members who are pregnant, who can't be face down on the ground, take it up to a standing position. We'll lever down in that Y raise, that lat, pull down, lift back up to the top. All right, let's talk about the second block on the weight floor. Same setup as the first. Members are gonna see 3 exercises for 3 rounds, and then 2 exercises at the end that they'll repeat until it's time for the finisher. Starting with those 3 exercises, you got a skier swing. Option for that, take it down to the ground to that hip bridge, tapping into the same muscle group. Second exercise, a crowd favorite, it's gonna be that power push-up. Reps will decrease. I like to give an option to switch up tempo if they need to. Come down to their knees, you're here. We're lowering down 1, 2, 3. Still finding some power, 1 count to the top. Final exercise of that circuit will be a lateral lunge to a balanced bicep curl. Option, ditch some of the balance. And then those last 2 exercises that members will see and repeat until time for the finisher will be that leg raise to a crunch along with a plank, lifting those legs. That plank leg lift will also be one of the choices for the finisher at the end, along with that sprinter sit up from block 1 that members will do when the treadmills are going all out for 30. All right, let's talk about the 3G. Pretty similar to the 2G. On the treadmill, blocks are a little bit shorter, 6.5 minutes. Little give and take in that first block. Coach coaching them through the intervals. Second block, members choosing their journey. On the weight floor, same exercises as the 2G template, 2 blocks, each block at 6.5 minutes. Reps vary slightly, so let's talk about what's happening on the rower. All right, members found endurance on the treadmill, power on the weight floor, leaving some strength to happen down on the rower in that 3G template. 2 blocks, each block 6.5 minutes. On strength-based rows, we're looking for a lower stroke rate. Today, members will be counting those strokes, starting in block 1 with 20 strokes. After that, they're grabbing a med ball for reverse lunge to front press, 10 total, counting every rep. They want to know how far they go on their 20 strokes, because that is going to set the tone for the remainder of the block. They're going to try to row that distance in 20 or less strokes, and then that med ball exercise, and that's it, repeating until time is called. Pretty similar in the next block. The strokes are just a little less, 15 strokes. Setting the tone, seeing how far they can go for that first initial row. Exercise slightly different. We have that med ball squat hold with bicep curls for 10 total. They'll row the distance they went on those 15 strokes, trying to get 15 strokes or less, staying within range as they move through as it's time for the finisher. Overall, today is a great day to rack up some serious mileage on the treadmill, to perfect some form down on the rower, help guide your members, give them those hands-on corrections, and you might just see your members get their heart rates up over on the weight floor with some of those power-based movements. I hope you all have fun with this one. I know I will.